While what I propose in this video is speculation, really good speculation with a lot of circumstantial evidence, it is at the end of the day just uncorroborated speculation. But I do not see another way to explain the current situation with Bethesda and Todd Howard. And my speculation is very simple. Todd Howard has already been fired. He has signed a contract that is gonna make him obsolete the moment his last game drops. And I think this is very likely. If you look at the evidence, if you look at everything that has happened with Bethesda, with Xbox, I do honestly think this is the only way to move forward. When Asha Sharma got into power, she instantaneously pretty much started cutting a lot of useless positions. A lot of studios that were not making success, a lot of studios that were failing, a lot of studios that were sitting on their IPs. And if we ignore Blizzard Entertainment, then Bethesda is Xbox's biggest untapped IP. Todd Howard has been sitting on it, doing absolutely nothing but collecting dust on it for 15 years. Both with Fallout and the Elder Scrolls, two of the Xbox's currently biggest untainted undead IPs. And I think Asha Sharma obviously wants to change that. We recently got a bunch of announcements of a bunch of new things, and yet, even though there were layoffs to ZeniMax, the parent company of Bethesda, Bethesda itself even, Todd Howard is somehow magically just sitting on the throne and even doing interviews, which are probably all fake, by the way, because it's just a PR team working for him. I think Asha Sharma has given Todd Howard the last opportunity, because Todd Howard, at the end of the day, unironically, was the guy who made Morrowind. He was the guy who made Fallout. He was the guy who made Fallout 3 and then Fallout 4. Fallout 4, yes, arguably was the start of the decline, and Fallout 3 has not looked exactly that favorably nowadays. And most importantly, he made Skyrim. That's right. One of the greatest games and most selling games of all time. Even though it's not my favorite thing personally, I still can appreciate how good some things really are. In any case, all of that has changed in recent years. Todd Howard was the guy, but nowadays people look back at Fallout 3 like a fucking failed meme, honestly, where the writing is so abysmally dog water that no one wants to talk about it unless they're memeing about how bad it is. Starfield was Bethesda's newest game, and it was universally hated by everyone. It has a decline of players in the 99 percentile, which is unbelievable for a game that had more than allegedly 30 million players. Not payers, but players, which is insane. And none of the expansions have done anything to help the situation. And then, of course, you have Todd's biggest fear, Fallout New Vegas. Something that Todd has been trying to destroy because he is a petty loser at this point. It's undeniable. Todd hates New Vegas. Todd hates Obsidian. Todd has said multiple times that he is not gonna let any company outside of Bethesda work on Fallout and Elder Scrolls. And that is precisely because of what happened with Fallout New Vegas. It is by far the most beloved Fallout, and it is considered also one of the easily top, well, people would say top 100 games of all time. For me, it's a top 5, but that's different. For each their own, you know? If you like it, that's fine. If you don't like it, that's honestly also fine, right? But in any case, New Vegas is Bethesda's best Fallout, and they have not made it. Todd has been a vitriolic loser because of this for a long time. He literally did everything in his power to make the Fallout TV show ruin the legacy of New Vegas, so there is not even ash left at the end of the day. And we know that this is true. And now there has been a Fallout New Vegas remaster announcement and a Fallout 3 remaster announcement. And this is where Todd stands at a crossroads. Because again, Asha Sharma has given him an ultimatum. You can work on your last game, Toddy boy, but after that, you're gone. You're resigning. You're going to the old folks' home. It's over for you. GG no re, boy. And that's what's going to happen. And Todd now sits at the crossroads. He needs to choose what is going to be his last big game that he makes where he plasters his name all over it. Because keep in mind, he removed his name from Starfield, which is insane. Todd has never done that before. So we have the New Vegas remaster announcement and the Fallout 3 remastered announcement. If Todd was any more of a normal person, if he was not a completely self-obsessed megalomaniac, I would say that Todd would just put his name on Fallout 3 and try to make that the best remake possible. Fix all the issues that that we have been saying the game has for decades now, and make it into the best Fallout ever. But no, since Todd is literally fucking insane, that's not gonna happen. So Todd has currently the choice between Fallout, Fallout 5, and the Elder Scrolls 6. While Obsidian is, yes, currently working on a Fallout game, this is most likely a completely new spin-off of the Fallout franchise, New Vegas 2 or something, but it's not Fallout 5. We know this. Fallout 5 is gonna be for Bethesda, and Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna be for Bethesda. And the reality is, I mean, the choice is pretty simple. It has to be Fallout 6. Todd is gonna put everything he has, dedicate every moment he has to make not Fallout, but the Elder Scrolls 6 his legacy. His true magnum opus at the end of the day. He's gonna put everything he has into working on this, so he goes out on a bang. Fallout 5 is always going to be tainted by the existence of Fallout New Vegas. The remasters are too small fries, and Todd's childhood dream, which was Starfield, and by the way, yes, this was Todd's childhood dream, if you did not know. He literally dreamt about making Starfield since he was a kid. That's insane, by the way. Starfield is dead, so now he only has the Elder Scrolls 6. And Todd Howard is gonna go all out when it comes to Elder Scrolls 6. This is what Asha Sharma has allowed him to do. He's gonna make his last game, and then he's gonna move on. Pass the torch, so to speak. And that is gonna be Elder Scrolls 6. It's the closest, because at this point there's no point in keeping Todd Howard around. Considering we know Xbox is listening to feedback, pretty much almost no one in the games industry has a positive view of Todd Howard anymore. Everything about him that you hear online is pretty much fucking negative. Even the Reddit legitimately is turning on the guy, which is insanely sad to a degree. When even Reddit doesn't like you, damn, you got some problems. And Fallout 5 is not going to happen at the same time as Elder Scrolls 6. It's going to be a little bit later. So, Todd is going to pick the Elder Scrolls 6. It's the closest. It's going to be the first official Bethesda game in a decade and a half because, I mean, we're all just going to pretend Starfield doesn't exist. Let's be real. I'm pretending this doesn't exist. Even though I personally don't see a lot of chances for Elder Scrolls 6 to be actually successful, because it's going to be woke slop, but that's a different conversation. So Todd Howard is going to put everything he has in this, and after that, he's gone. He's out. That is the deal that Todd has with Asha, and there's no other explanation. There is just simply no other explanation why Todd Howard has been allowed to destroy everything for such a long time after she took over. It makes no sense. There is no other alternative version to this. And if you have an alternative version to this, if you think something else, do not hesitate to leave it in the comments. I'm actually very interested, and I do actually read the comments also. So if you leave a comment, I do read it. So if you have an alternative version to what could be happening here instead of this, Tell me. I am very interested to hear alternative opinions. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like the video. I can't stop hitting this thing, but that's fine. Have a nice day. Bye bye.